Yeah, g'day. Today I'm at a very beautiful remote beach on the peninsula. Lovely place. That surf is pretty calm. We're going to walk over the hills there, which I'll show you in a bit. And there's sheer cliffs all around here, but there's a gap in the cliffs about an hour's walk over the bluffs. Where it turns into this very steep classic sheep tracks. We're going to make our way down to a rocky outcrop, and there's an island there called Crown Island, and I'll do a bit of filming, actually do a bit of fishing, might catch some fish, but mainly you come over here to look at beautiful bird life. And so we'll just see what the day unfolds as we go over there. I'll show you where we're walking. Up there, around the bluff, over the top, and then we walk down to this amazing place. So that's what we're doing today, so let's get started. There's some geese that have spotted me, so they're making their way to the water. Because hardly anyone ever comes over here. I think could be a bit of acceptance by the birds. We'll just see what happens. Remains of an old boiler that would have been used for the sawmill that would have been here. Like most of the bays over here had sawmills, and it's they got the wood from the valleys, and that's how they built Christchurch. So that's obviously been here for quite a few years. It'd be great to be able to flash back in time and see it all in operation. A lot of history over here. Now it's a case of onward and upward. A lot of the people who own the farms here are direct descendants from the early settlers. And why would you ever want to hand paradise over? The birds have made their way out into the middle of the bay. We were thinking, who was that strange two-legged creature? Right, making our way around the edge of the bluff. sheer cliffs all around. I wonder why the seabirds love it. So many nesting spots. Far from the maddening crowd. The scenery just gets better and better the more we get into it. I'm very excited to be here. Absolutely fantastic. You're looking down on the bay. There's my truck way down there. Little island outcrops with, you wouldn't be able to see it, but full of shag sitting all over it. How's that for a sheer cliff? Absolutely breathtaking. Where we're heading is around the corner, probably a couple of K, and by the looks of the ocean, it's going to be exposed to the wind around there, which will be quite spectacular in itself, but there might be a lot of wind noise from my recording. Stronger as we move over these ridges. Could get a fantastic view from the top here. Might just walk over and see what unfolds before our eyes. But there's our first look at Crown Island. And over there is the entrance to Hickory Bay. Well, this is just a beautiful place. Not many people get around to see this. To look down there, that pond, I'll zoom down on it, it's full of baby seals. Must be a nursery while their parents go out and get some food for them. I don't even know man exists. Lucky things, eh? Living completely in the moment, far from the illusion of time, totally present. Oh, there's some little wee babies there. We'll get down and have a real close look at them. Wow. There's not many places where you can get down around these cliffs. There's Crown Island. It looks like there could have been a bit of a rock fall at the top. The seals down there. Unfortunately, I didn't mean to, but I scared them off, and I was just trying to come down here and get a really good position to film them because they're all frolicking in the pool, but I'm sure they'll come back when they realise there's no threat. I didn't realise that there were actually so many seals here. It's a little baby right up climbing up the... doing a bit of cliff climbing. I think they'll come back. I'll just sit here for a while, I'm pretty sure they'll come back. I go, he's a friend. This is the little one in the cave over there. Let's find the cave. Got a good little spot. Here they come. I think they're coming back now. Who's going to be the first one to drop back in the pool? Now on the other side of the bluff of where the seals were, so we're out of the wind, which is good. But the thing that strikes me is the complete absence of bird life. Last time I was here there was just birds everywhere. So the earthquake obviously took its toll on humans, but it was devastating to the bird life. I'm going to look into it and find out what goes on here. It's really sad. You can see where there's big rock pools here, and I'll just show you here. Well, these have come down, these rocks here, and there's these cliffs. You can see where the bird droppings is up there, and they used to be just teeming with bird life. Oh, it's very sad. So I wonder how long it is before they come back. And there's a flat table rock, a mountain, which is, not mountain, rocky outcrop. So we're going to head out to the end of this bluff and see if we can catch a nice blue cod. But as you can see by all the seals around the corner, we've got a bit of competition. So we only want one. See, look, the birds used to be nesting up there, all gone. Right, I'll make my way out on this little headland. Looks like a good spot down there, so that'll do. Might be out of the wind as well. Get a bit cooler. Alright, we'll see you here again, eh? Tighten up the drag a bit for the big one. Using those artificial minnows that I caught the 7 on, so I don't know how they'll go with the seafood. They're going to come out southerly this afternoon. Actually, I can see way down south, I can see a bit of a front, so could be a bit exciting walking out. I notice the sea's starting to pick up too. It's getting a bit rougher. The fishing boat out there. No joy that time. We had a couple of big black gulls circling before. That's the only seabirds that I've spotted at this point. One quality bread roll. Woo! Bacon, chicken, cranberry, feta cheese, eggs, salad. Sheffield Bakery's got some competition. Doesn't look like anything's happening in the fishing department. But there's plenty of other departments. There's a lot happening in the really nice place to be department. The magnificent scenery department. Well, that wasn't bad. Didn't quite like the roll though. It wasn't, you know, that soft bread. It was that gourmet type stuff. No good for a Kiwi bloke. Seals are back in the little play pool. I'll try and get close without upsetting them this time. I want to see if that's a cave that goes right through that bluff. So get down those rocks down there. So we've been watched by seals everywhere. Probably about 100 around here if you count them all. I was correct. There is a way through there. Yeah, there is an archway. I just thought there could have been, just the way it was shaped. So that obviously goes through to the other side. having a ball in that pool. Look at those big eyes. Sure are graceful in the water. There they go. The climb, it's not too bad. Been a lot worse. Okay, I'm heading back now. That's where I was. Down there, that's where I was fishing, right on that headland there. It'd be good to actually have a camera up here and I could be down there doing it, but a bit tricky with one person. Magnificent, absolutely magnificent. Okay, we'll do a bit more footage on the way back and that'll be about it. Fantastic. there's the truck in there somewhere. Truck waiting for me. Probably about half an hour to get there. Whoops. Amazing kelp bed down there. And there's the cliffs once more. Absolutely sheer. Okay, time to head home. Well, that brings us to the close that day. I just met some people down here, and they're waiting for the yellow-eyed penguins to come up. There's about 12 pairs of yellow-eyed penguins resting on that bluff up there. They come up the track at just on dark. And also, there's a cave up in those bushes, and there's about 6 young seals in there. So it's always something happening. And then also a really nice patch to rent over here, so I'll be getting a look into that. So, it was the end of a fantastic day. See you next time. Well, as per normal, there's a bit of a story at the end of that day as well. I drove home and I went to get my head camera, that camera that I use a lot. I couldn't find the damn thing. And I thought, oh no, this is ridiculous. I left one camera down at the Ohau Canals about a month ago, and I thought, oh no, I can't have left the camera over on the beach. And I looked everywhere, I thought I bloody well have. So I rang the landowners and said, listen, I'm pretty sure I left my camera on the beach. I'm going to be driving back at night time, and if you see someone driving over your paddocks, don't worry, it's me, you know. But they weren't home, they were away. It must be away for the weekend. Anyway, so went there with my friend Dave, and had torches, and we were looking, and the tide had come up. And I thought, oh no, but it's one of those beaches where the tide pushes right everything up high. So I was looking around, there was no moon, and nearly tripped over a baby seal, and, and no joy. So I came home and I thought, right, I had to go to work yesterday, I'll get up real early today and I'll go over with a rake and I'll just look in the kelp just in case, because it's $500, you know. And I thought, oh shit, it was pissing down rain this morning and it was southerly blowing, so I went to the park, my pack to get my parker out from the other day, and I pulled it out, and then I had another look, and of course there's nothing in the pack, and then underneath the pack liner I felt this lump, and it was the bloody action camera. And when I put it in my pack the other day, I had it on my head and I took it off just to do the final footage on the beach. I put it in my pack, but I went down underneath the pack liner, and it was underneath the line, and that's why I couldn't find it. So woohoo, I'm wrapped. So there you go. There's always something happening. Catch you later.